All right. Today we are going to talk about everybody's favorite, Lower Norfair, and we'll probably talk about Ridley too. Yeah, so last time we covered the second half of Meridia and then the movement through Upper Norfair to come to Lower Norfair. We ended off the bottom of this elevator. And so, yeah, here we go. So you'll come down to the bottom of this elevator. You want power bombs equipped. So if they're not already equipped, you'll want to equip them in this room. And then you want to run to the right and jump off of the edge of this platform. Do 1, 2, 3 space jumps and shoot on your third space jump on the way up. And then aim down. 1, 2, 3. Hold your shot so that it starts charging. And the idea is that we don't want to bonk here. We want to land. We want to land over here. Then you want to run through the door with your shot being charged. Hold angle down. Release forward so that Samus stops on a dime after coming out of this door. And then jump and release your charge shot. And if you release it in the right spot, you'll kill both of those pirates there. But Zenny, why in the world are we killing these pirates? That should be slow, right? So we're actually killing the pirates for lag reduction. So we're gonna lay that power bomb, and then I'll show you. So that was 6 frames of lag. Okay. If we don't kill the pirates, we lay the power bomb. There's a ton of lag. 82 frames of lag. We save over a second worth of lag just by killing these pirates and then laying the power bomb, which is pretty dang cool. So you want to try and kill both of them like that if you can, and then drop down here. If you only kill one, that's okay. You do want to collect the drop from this one. And then basically you want to roll to the left as the bomb is breaking the blocks that were right here. You do not want to just hang out like this. Because 1, we want this drop. And 2, I'm going to show you something here. So if you roll off here and then you try and snake your way down, if I can show this. Why is it working? It shouldn't be working. If you just fall, I guess, from the block that breaks and then you try and weave down, you're gonna bonk right here. But if you roll off of a further block, then you can fall all the way down just by holding right there. So that's why we actually want to roll into the hole from further away, so we can weave our way down through the holes. Yeah, angle up or angle down will stop Samus immediately if you're not holding forward. It's called stopping on a dime. It's part of basic movement. So it's the same thing. You want to do the same thing for like elevators. You want to, when you're coming up to an elevator, you want to hold an angle and then stop on the elevator and go down. All right. So you'll weave down here. There's 2 enemies that the power bomb kills that are sitting right here. They both drop power bombs. Very rarely they will drop an energy instead of a power bomb, and that's actually really bad if it happens. So you want to have 5 power bombs here. 5? We took lower route, so you want to have 4. You want to have 4 power bombs here. If you have less than that, that's okay, but you just need to be paying attention to how many power bombs you have, basically. Right, now we're gonna talk about Pillar's room. So So you want to run over to the left here. You can open this door if you want to give yourself a little bit more run space, but you certainly don't have to. We're gonna do a short charge here to get through these pillars quickly. It's called fast pillars. That was called top shelf because we did it from the platform outside of the door. So that was it's a fake 4-tap. I'll explain what that means. So, you should be familiar with short charging by now if you're this far into the tutorial. If you're not, go check out the general movement tutorial or one of my other short charge tutorials, and then come back. But basically, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a multi-stutter fake 4-tap. And what that means is we're gonna do 3 taps before the door, and then we're just gonna hold dash in the door as our 4th tap. So we do 1, 2, 3, and then just hold dash in the door. And that will give us the short charge that we need to charge it right around here, and then jump and shine spark. You can get away with just a 3-tap. You can just hold it on your 3rd tap, but you're probably gonna end up down here instead, which is a little slower. But the main thing, honestly, is just making sure that you get this shine spark, or alternatively, you can do a space jump with blue, like this. This is only a little slower, but it also conserves energy, which is really nice. We do not, especially if you took the route that I did the tutorial for, you do not want to use power bombs here because it's really slow. You're gonna take damage from the acid, not as much as I am right now, but you will. And then you're not gonna have enough power bombs to get through the later rooms like we need to. So it is really important that you get something down here. If you absolutely cannot do the short charge, cannot do the blue space jump, go look at other runs that don't do the lower route movement in Upper Norfair. After Ice Beam, there's an alternative route that I didn't cover because I don't know how it works exactly. Go look at runs that do that so that you can guarantee that you'll have 5 power bombs here, and then you can use 2 of the power bombs on these pillars, and I think then you'll still have enough that you won't need to go slower, use backup strats. It's kind of slow, but you can also come into this room and start your short charge here. I think you can do a 1-tap, maybe. No, you can't. You could technically, but yeah, you can start your short charge here. Do like a 2-tap, maybe. Yeah. It's pretty slow, but it is an alternative if you're really wanting to do the short charge where you're having trouble with this. So again, the fake 4-tap. Also, one more thing. Some people use these pillars in the background as visual cues for where to tap. I could see doing that. So it'd be like 1, 2. So like 1 here, 2 in the middle of the room, 3 right here probably. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and then you can do a fake 4th tap in the door, and that'll still get you through. But yeah, we want to do a fake 4-tap. This is the last time I'm going to repeat this, and then we'll move on. So do a stutter, 1st tap, 2nd tap, 3rd tap, and then 4th tap in the door. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. tap, 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 tap. Okay. All right, you should have power bomb selected still. And then you want to hold a charge shot and run into the next room. All right, there's two different strats you can do here. The one that I main looks like this. And you come up here, you ball over this guy, and you do a jump through the door. That can get you a low 10, maybe even a high 9 if you do it like really well, as far as room time goes. The alternative is to jump up and do a pretty far right. You want to stand pretty far to the right and do a charge shot upward. If you're too far left, you're going to kill that pirate right there. But if you're far enough right, you can freeze him like that. Okay, and then from there, oh man, I don't actually remember how this works. I think you want to do... You definitely don't want to get hit by that guy. I do not remember how this works at all. Zos does it in his run. So you can go watch his run and see what he does. But apparently I can't explain this because I don't remember it. So go me, I'm awesome. That's too low. Oh, no, it's not. Maybe that's what it is. Land in the middle of the platform to freeze the pirate. Like this? No, that misses. Start charging again after you freeze the pirate, then kill the pirate on the right, then jump the powerbomb. That should have hit. Well, it's not, you guys. That hit, that's definitely not the middle of the platform. So like that. That's too low. So you gotta... Okay, we're gonna do this. Yeah! I'm sick, dude. I can't believe I got that first try. Oh, did it again. Alright, then you wall jump off that, and then you go up. And there's less lag with this version, which is kind of nice. It's a little slower than doing this one right here. But it's less laggy, which is more comfy. And I bet it's easier if you know what you're doing, which I don't, clearly. Editor, please cut this part out. I'm actually not doing a very good job of editing these at all. These have mostly just been start, record, talk through stuff, end record, post that on YouTube. I did a couple little edits on one of them, but... And yeah, I was going to cover that, Oshino. The other thing that's nice about this strat on the left is that because it's less laggy, you can hold a charge shot here and then kill that pirate without wasting a million years. If you try and do that strat with this opener, with this bottom part, you're gonna cause a ton of lag, and I'll show that. Can you see how laggy that was? So that lost us an entire second in lag compared to how I normally do the room. So, do you mind explaining how to freeze the top right pirate? So basically you want to make sure that your beam doesn't have forward. You don't want your beam to get Dopplered, basically. If Samus is moving forward when you release the beam, it's going to go under the pirate instead. You want the beam to release when Samus is just moving upward. And that will freeze the pirate. Yeah, if you just land on the middle of the platform, that'll just freeze the pirate and not kill it, right? No, it just misses the freaking pirate. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, because every person that I've ever seen run KPDR, except for me, maybe Cutie, I think Cutie was the one who shared this strat initially, does this left side strat, and they do it like it's no problem at all. And I cannot freeze this left pirate for the freaking life of me. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. But whatever. Wait, maybe that's it. That's what it is. So the beam is despawning. The beam is despawning and not freezing the pirate because of that. Okay. There. See, we figured it out. We figured it out together, chat. Yeah, okay. So you gotta land on the middle of the platform, aim up, release your shot, and then jump up. Then kill this guy. Lay a power bomb in the top left corner like that. Do wall jumps. Do ledge grabs. Don't be bad like me. You can ball over this guy, or you can kill him with a charged shot. And then you go through the door. Woo! Do this one more time. Don't get hit by the laser, that's bad. Like that. So you want to charge your shot, jump up, lay the power bomb. Ta-da! Okay. That's an 11:05. That's pretty good. I mean, it wasn't perfect by any means. I want to say, when I was really grinding this out, because I really grinded out both strats when I was figuring this out. It was like 15 to 20 frames slower than this strat. But like I said, it's way less laggy, which is more comfy. What are my thoughts on jumping through the door at the top? To fix the door? So like fixing the door more by doing a higher jump? You can do that, I guess. Like this. But the thing is, you're gonna lose any frames that you would save due to having to fall further in here. So like usually I get a high 9 there. But if it's more comfy for you, then do it. It all comes down to comfort and consistency. That is the main thing that you should be focusing on in this game. I prefer to do a really little jump here because it makes these space jumps much easier. 942. When I jump through the top of the door is a 1007. So, okay, so these space jumps that you want to do, you want to line them up with these slants in the ceiling right here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you want to do bigger space jumps here. These ones on the way down, you just want to kind of flick the jump button, so you do very, very short space jumps on your way down. Okay? Because if you do big ones, you're gonna lose a lot of time. So I'll show that. I'll show you what I mean. That was only 10 frames. Maybe that's not a lot of time. I find flicking to be better, personally. But yeah. You want to do 4 of these, 2, 3, 4. Do not wait too long, or else you're gonna fall all the way down, and that's really bad. You lose a lot of time when you do that. 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, do a wall jump off of this, or off of the platform that has the pirate on it if you're a little bit lower. 2, 3, doing a wall jump there is fine. And then ledge grab here, run and jump over this guy, shoot the door, and run through the door while angling down while holding a charge shot. And I need to talk to my daughter. One moment, please. Okay. So, assuming that you're holding a shot when you went through this door, you want to release shoot, and that will automatically release a shot. If you were not holding a shot, you want to hold shoot here. Either way, you want a shot to come out as soon as you exit the door here. I will break all these blocks. And you want to run forward and do a down back. If you just hold forward here, you're not going to be able to break out this bottom block. I guess you can. Oh, and you'll bonk right here. That's the bigger issue. See that? So we want to do a down back here. We want to hold a charged shot. So we shoot downward to break the block that's right here. And then we hold a charged shot and we fall all the way down to here. Then we do a spin jump around here. Just dodge this guy, don't worry about him. Jump and aim down and release a charged shot as you are passing over the second key hunter down below you. That'll kill him, and it will also hit this guy one time. Charge another shot, and then I like to do that, where I kill him preemptively on the way down with an angle down shot right there. That lets us pick up his drop right there. Alternatively, you can hold your charge shot a little longer and then kill him like this. But you won't get his drop that way. And you want to jump around here, and you want to lay a power bomb right around here. As long as it's kind of in the middle here, it's going to work. It's going to break these 3 blocks that were right here. If you lay it too high, so if you lay it like up here, it's going to miss, okay? So you want to do it kind of a little bit lower, but not too low. Because if you do it too low, then what's going to happen is you're going to end up waiting for it a little bit. And you don't want to wait for this power bomb. The reason we're killing these key hunters is actually for lag reduction. Okay, so notice that one power bomb caused roughly 22 frames of lag, okay? If we don't kill these key hunters, and we lay a power bomb, It's way more laggy. 97 frames of lag. So again, that's like an entire second worth of lag right there, just because we didn't kill the key hunters. So killing them is really important. All right, now if you don't have enough power bombs, you want at least 3 power bombs here. Then you drop one here, so that then it'll be 2, and then you need to drop another one over here. So now we only have 1 left. That opens this door, and then in the next room there's some power bomb blocks that we have to clear. So then we'll have 0. So if you are coming down here and you only have 2 power bombs, what you need to do instead is hold a charge shot, land here, and then morph. Morph. What is happening? Oh, we have a power bomb selected. Sorry. So land here and then morph without power bomb selected. And you will break those 2 blocks. Then you lay another bomb here. And then you can lay a power bomb to open this door because you have to. Okay. Yeah, it's good timing, huh? I'm amazing. Land here and then morb. So again, say you only have 2 power bombs. Morph with a charge shot. It'll break those 2 blocks. You do that sort of thing. All right, so let's talk about the queue for where to lay this power bomb. You see this hole directly underneath me? When that is leaving the left side of the screen, that's when you want to lay the power bomb. And that will open the door for you. So again, it's the hole right there. When that's leaving the left side of the screen. So in this case, it would be right here, but that's not the case because the screen is scrolled differently. So I'll just show it again. All right, so watch the hole. We're rolling. Stop. We're gonna lay the power bomb right here. Ta-da! The door is open. It's amazing. I'm freaking amazing at this game, not. But I'm kind of okay at it. But really everybody's bad at it. Okay. Enough of this room. Oh yeah. Also, so you're gonna roll off, and then as you leave the room, you want to bonk against this wall here. Okay? So we're gonna fall, and then we push up against the wall, and we're gonna hold left like that into the next room. Okay? Dude, why is that happening? I like to select super missiles here. It's not super important. I just do it for convenience. So in this room, we're gonna do this. That normally won't happen. I'm gonna lay a power bomb there, breaks these blocks, and then we go down, okay? You wanna lay a bomb, if you look at the background, there's the pillar in the background. You wanna lay a bomb so it's on the left side of that pillar, okay? And most importantly, you want it to bounce Samus when it breaks this block, okay? Then you want to roll to the left and lay a bomb as soon as you touch this block. Then you can switch to power bombs. You want to come out here, unmorph, and assuming that you did the bomb manipulation correctly, that Duskiga will always jump high, so you can run under him. This might be kind of screwy because of save states, so it might not work. Okay, it worked. So that's what it looks like. If you lay the bomb too far to the right and it doesn't bounce Samus, there's a good chance this won't work. See that? And if you lay it too far to the left, there's also a good chance it won't work. It did that now. That's okay. There's roughly an 8-frame window for this strat to work, and the reason it works is because hopper enemies like Tuskigas reset the RNG value in the game. Basically, they normalize it, and whether they jump high or low at any given time is based on the RNG value when they jump. And so what we're doing by laying bombs in specific places is we are manipulating how long it takes Samus to progress through the room so that the RNG value is the correct value for the Tuskiga to do the higher jump that we're looking for. Do a mock ball, a short hop mock ball, and then lay your power bomb to the left of this flower in the ground, on the floor. And then jump up, do a mock ball, and sit in the corner right here as the power bomb breaks the statue. That Tuskiga that was hitting me from the left will never hit you. As long as the power bomb is going off here, and then you roll down like that. You want to roll from the corner, from all the way in the corner. You don't want to sit on the statue like this, again, because of what I explained when we first entered Lower Norfair. You'll bonk right here on the way down. Whereas if you do it from this corner and then roll in, you can weave all the way down, okay? Alright, save state here, weave all the way down. Alright, you can just ride these platforms down. It's a little slow, but you can just ride the platforms down. Alternatively, you can K-go through them, but it requires morphing at a very specific time. And they do a lot of damage. So that was 50 damage right there. So we want to hit the spikes first and then do it, because the spikes only do, I think it's 15? Spikes only do 15 damage. And so we want to hit the spikes first, and then jump, morph, and then if you want to go really fast, you can do it again right there. So you want to bonk these spikes, jump, morph, unmorph, bonk these spikes, and then morph again. And I like to select power bombs here, or super missiles here, because that's what we have to use on this door. Again, this is pretty advanced tech right here. It's pretty hard to get both of these K-goes, but that is the fastest way through this room here. If by chance you get into this room and you have 0 power bombs, you can't break this statue right here. There is a power bomb right here. This is referred to as the power bombs of shame. You can grab these in like a last-ditch effort to continue your run. And then lay a power bomb over here and break the statue and go down through. Alright, let's talk about the metal pirates. / ninja pirates. Last thing, if you do get both K-goes here, you actually technically want to run through the door, I think. It's 51, door transition. Okay, you can do a little hop through the door and fix it a little bit, but it's not terrible either way. if I can just do this one more time so we can continue, please. Okay. Here's what this room looks like. If you would please stop kicking. You frickin' ninja pirate. Thank you. I know that looks pretty intimidating, but it's not too bad once you have it broken down. So basically you want to shoot as you land and then shoot one more time as you're running through the pirate. If he kicks, you just need to delay this next part very slightly. As soon as you see him prepping to throw his like arm thing at you, you want to run left. First of all, let me say this. You want to stop on the right side of these 3 blocks right here. Okay? So you land, shoot, shoot, stop on the right side of these 3 blocks. Then as you just stop very briefly, and as he's throwing the thing at you, you continue running, and you turn on the right side of these 3 blocks and then run back to the left side of the first 3 blocks. This. Then the guy on the right will flip over you like this, and he'll land right here, and he'll immediately jump. He'll turn gold, and he'll jump, and he'll do a ninja kick over here. You should be charging a shot this entire time. As he does his ninja kick, you want to release your charge shot and then repress fire to prime another charge shot. The first one that you released will kill the first pirate, and it will hit this second pirate 1 time. And then this second pirate will just take 1 more shot to die. Okay? They technically take 2 charge shots here, but the charge shots can double hit. Okay. And you want to release the second charge shot. Sorry, I didn't specify this. You want to release the second charge shot as you're passing this part of the floor right here, just to the left of these blocks. You want to start running from right here, so just to the right of this singular block here. The reason we do that is so that the beam will open the door as we're running forward, because if we shoot in the wrong spot, it won't actually open the door, because the beam expands and contracts because of wave beam. So see how it didn't open there? But if we release it right here, then it will open the door. Okay? All right. Then, the last piece of this room in KPDR is that you want to jump. Surprised it didn't open. You want to jump when you're passing this block right here. You want to aim down, and you'll end up going through the door, assuming that it opened. Like that. Okay? If you're really struggling with this strat, you can kill them just one at a time. It's pretty slow, but you can do that. Or you can also shine spark them. And if you want details on the shine spark method, I would refer you to my PRKD or RBO tutorials, since both of those go over that method. But yeah, by far the fastest strat here is to double kill with the plasma shots and manipulating them to jump over you in these specific ways. All right, one more. Okay. This room is pretty straightforward. So that's what we want to do. Basically, only freeze one of these guys. If you freeze both of them, you're going to cause more lag. That was 24 frames of lag versus, I think it's like 22. 18. Okay, 18 frames of lag. So yeah, it's a small handful of lag frames that you can save by only freezing one guy. And then basically, you want to run through the acid, fire a shot as you're passing the left side of this spawner here. Fire an angle up shot. That will hit the door, assuming you have enough run speed. Okay. And you want to jump just briefly after firing that shot, which will get you up through the gap. And then you want to do a small space jump as you are over this gap right here. You want to do a small space jump as you're over that gap. Okay. Alternatively, you can jump up and do a ledge grab and then run through the door. It's quite a bit slower, but it's better than, for example, bonking like that, or bonking like that. So ultimately, this is the strat that you want to aim for, but it is kind of specific and kind of hard. So if you're struggling with it, I would just run through the acid, jump up right here, and then go. Alright, and then we want to select super missiles. So select super missiles as you space jump through this room. And shoot the eye door. I recommend doing an angle shot here, like this. Because, I'll see if I can show it. That can happen if you do a straight shot. All right, let's talk about Ridley. Okay, so we're gonna spin jump into this door. Do not wall jump check the door because we have just space jump. And wall jump checking with just space jump actually adds lag frames to the door. So this is one of the few situations where you do not want to wall jump check this door. You just want to spin jump straight into the door. We are going to turn music off here because boss music is loud and obnoxious. Ridley has a lot to unpack. I'm just going to show a couple things here really quickly. First of all, if you're not aware, when Ridley is pogoing, you can manip him to turn around. Okay, so see how he's pogoing? We're going to roll under his tail. We're going to jump up behind him and break spin. Doing that will make him turn around. Okay? So just in case you were unaware of that, that's a thing that you can do to Ridley. The other thing is that if he is pogoing, you're safe right here. He can't touch you until he turns around. The same is not true over here. He can touch you and hurt you if you're on the right side of the platform. But if he's pogoing, facing left, you can stand on the left side of the platform and he can't hit you, and he can't grab you or anything. Okay? The other thing to keep in mind is that if you jump up above Ridley, he does really weird things. Okay? See how he's like floating around all weird? Like he's still pogoing, and the reason for that is because his AI forces him to do nothing but pogo until he's below like half health or something. But he's kind of floating around all weird and stuff. And that's because you're jumping really high in the room. So in terms of surviving Ridley in general, the rule is to kind of never jump really high. Manip his pogos when you need to, don't jump super high, and abuse the left side of the platform. Those are the things that I'm going to say just out of the gate as far as like surviving Ridley from like a beginner's perspective. The nice thing about this category is you have your full beam combo, which does a lot of damage to him. You also have super missiles, but I wouldn't recommend using those unless you are just beginning and Ridley's killing you a lot and you want to farm or refill at your ship before you go to Turian. But really, you should never do those things, if at all possible. So for the purposes of this tutorial, we're not going to use any super missiles. Ridley has 18,000 HP, 18,000 energy, and each plasma wave ice beam shot does 900 damage. So that's 20 shots that we need to get in on Ridley, okay? We're going to count our shots. Counting shots in this fight is very important, because Ridley, unfortunately, does not die at the end of the fight automatically. You kind of have to manipulate him into dying. So we need to know when his energy has reached 0 so that we can do that manipulation into making him die. So I'm gonna just do the fight real quick, and then I'll break it down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that was kind of a basic Ridley fight. It wasn't very good, but we got our 20 shots in, we jumped into his claws, and then he dies. And collect the stuff and we get out of here. Okay. So as far as breaking the fight down goes, this is kind of what you want to do. So for the opener, you can either just sit right here down in front of him and then shoot him with charge shots like this. 3, 4, 5, and then he'll eventually come down and pogo. Or you can get an extra shot in by doing a wall jump off of this wall up high and releasing your shot downwards. The reason that's faster is because basically you're releasing a shot from further away so that it will connect with him as soon as he becomes vulnerable, and then you've already been charging another shot so you can hit him again immediately. He doesn't really have iframes, so again, we're doing a 1. Don't do that. That's bad. 1, 2. Okay. So the first shot that we released hit him, and then immediately we hit him with a second shot. So that saves roughly a second because it's saving the amount of time that it takes to charge up another shot. If you're just sitting here in front of him like this. 1, 2. So see how he was already flying away when we hit him with the second shot there? Or with this one, 1, 2, 3. We're hitting him with a third one when he's flying away. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Next thing that you want to do if you're doing this strat here, like I said, so you want to jump up with him, release the third shot, and then jump up again to release your fourth shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One thing that we want to look for is his tail whipping when he's up in the left. So see how his tail whipped there? That tells us that he's giving us roughly the behavior that we're looking for, where he's going to fly up to the left, and then he's going to fly back down slowly in front of us, and then he'll start to fly back up, and either he'll go up for a swoop or he'll decide to pogo. That's what I'll talk about next here. So once you get far enough into the fight, Ridley can either swoop or he can pogo. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so he's pogoing. Okay. Let's see if we can manipulate him into a swoop here. Okay. So now he's gonna swoop. So when he swoops, basically what he does is he flies up to a corner in the room. He does a U through the room, okay? And then he'll attempt to grab you, and then he'll go back up and he'll decide whether he's going to do another swoop or a pogo at that point. So he flies up, does a U, tries to grab, flies up, does a roll, an AI roll, and says, do I swoop or do I pogo? Let's say that he decides to swoop, he'll do another U, try to grab, go back up, do another AI roll. This time he decides to pogo, he'll drop down and start pogoing, okay? I think it's roughly 50-50 whether he swoops or pogos, but I could be wrong on that. So if you're watching this and you know better than me, just know that you know better than me and that I'm dumb. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, he's gonna come back down. 4, 5, 6, 7. We missed one, but that's okay. And he's pogoing. If he pogos, you want to do 1 or 2 more shots and then get behind him and do the manip. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, swooping, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, swooping, 20. He grabs us and it's done. Okay. AI roll. Swoops. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, pogo, 19, 20. Okay, I knew he was going to pogo there because he hit the wall. You heard him crash into the wall. That usually means that he's going to pogo. Okay, if you don't hear a crash, he's probably going to swoop. The other thing is you probably noticed that on one of those swoops, he hung out up in the top corner of the room for longer than usual. You kind of get a feel for when he's going to do that and when he won't, just with enough Ridley practice. There isn't really a good tell for that, other than just kind of the way that he exits the screen. You can sort of tell, like the speed and position and stuff that he exits the screen on, but it's not something that I can accurately explain and have it click and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, it's just something that you'll sort of start to pick up on as you fight Ridley more. Let's talk about getting grabbed at the end of the fight. Okay, this is gonna end with a swoop. Maybe not. Okay. If it's ending with a swoop, so if he's swooping and you know that he's dead and he's gonna come down and grab you, you want to be on the 4th block from the edge of the platform. Can I show this? Where is it? Thought it was in extras. Customize practice menu, background menu, off. Okay, the fourth block from the edge of the platform. So if it's from the right, you want to be standing right there. If it's from the left, you want to be standing right here. Okay? And I'll show why that is. So this is, I don't remember if that's 8 or 9. Okay, swoop, Ridley. Swoop. You can do it. Okay. So, he's gonna grab us. See how he exploded immediately right there? If you're not in the right spot, he's not gonna explode immediately like that. So let's get grabbed over here. See how he kind of flew up and then he flies back down and he explodes? So that takes a while, right? Basically, we want him to explode as soon as he picks us up because that's faster. So again, if he's swooping when you get your last shot in, you want to be on the fourth block from the edge. So either this one or this one. And when he picks you up, it'll be a fast explosion. Also keep in mind that sometimes he'll just have one shot left, and I'll try and illustrate that. Okay, so he has one shot left. We can release the shot as he's coming down to grab us, and that works. He'll still die. So he doesn't have to be already dead and then decide to grab you to explode. Like he can be just trying to grab you in the middle of one of his normal swoops. You know how I said he does a U and then he tries to grab you. If he only has one shot left when he does that try to grab you thing and you release the shot and kill him, then when he grabs you, he'll die. So that's pretty awesome. Now let's say that instead of swooping, he's pogoing. Okay, right here. What? You jerk face. Classic Ridley being Ridley right there. Okay, so he's dead already, right? We're going to follow him up. So he's pogoing repeatedly, right? As he lands on the platform and he's bouncing back up, we're going to follow him up and jump into his claws. Okay? I do that with holding angle down, jumping and turning. It's very important that you do it as he's moving up after bouncing off of the platform. Because if you do it as he's on his way down, that's going to happen. Where even though he's dead, he grabs you and carries you to the top of the screen and you take damage. And then he's like, "Rah!" and he freaks out and you lose a ton of time. So that's really bad. So if you're jumping into his claws from a pogo, make sure that you follow him up like this. Okay? Alright, one last thing here in regards to Ridley. You can use what I was talking about with jumping too high to manipulate him out of a pogo early. So see how he's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he decides what to do next. Okay, we can jump here and force him out of it, okay? So that he won't always decide to swoop in that situation, but we're forcing an AI roll when we do that. And that can be really useful mid-fight to force him into a swoop at the optimal time to end the fight with a fast swoop grab explosion. Because if you jump into his claws during a pogo, he has to carry you before he starts exploding. He goes to the middle of the room and then he explodes when he picks you up and dies. So that being said, so that was 10 shots. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 shots is when you want to manipulate him into a swoop. And if you do it correctly, then he dies. Right at the right time. Okay? And that way, we're not waiting for him to... we're not giving him an opportunity to start a swoop when he's on, like, shot 18 or 19, because that's slow, because then you have to wait for him to get to the next grab point in the pattern. And we're also not having to worry about jumping into his claws from an awkward pogo, like a right-facing pogo. That can be kind of awkward. And we're also not losing time to the slower pogo death animation. So, again, after 16 shots, that's when you want to jump up. Sometimes he'll just pogo again anyway, because he's a jerk. And if he does that, then he's just a huge jerk and you just have to deal with it. But it is an opportunity to maybe save a little time. Also, you should only do this if you have the health to spare. Of course. Anyway, that's about it. The only other thing I'll say is, if you do have to do a right-facing pogo grab, he's just gonna fly away every freaking time, dude. There we go. Just make sure that you're practiced at it. If you're not, don't just try and do it willy-nilly. You're much better off just rolling under him, manipulating him back to the left, and then doing this safe grab instead. Okay? Alright. I think that covers it for Ridley. Not sure what else to say. There is an energy tank in here if you feel like you need it, if he doesn't drop you enough energy. But in KPDR, you almost never want to grab this. It's right there. Yeah, that's just over an hour of content for this recording, and I know a lot of it was me repeating myself and being an idiot, but you know, it is what it is. Does anybody have any questions before I end off this part of the tutorial? After we kill him, after we kill him, you want to stand on the left side of the platform, jump, space jump up, wall jump, and run through the door. Collect as many of the drops as you can, because they're important. You're not an idiot most of the time. Well, thank you. You're welcome, Phantomire. And, sorry, Matrick, I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that question for you. Alright, so next time we will cover the trek to G4, and maybe if I'm feeling up to it, we'll cover Turian too. Cool. Cool. Thanks for watching the tutorial. And, how do you shoot the door while still rising during the jump? You just gotta hold jump. So, you just hold jump. As long as you hold jump, you'll continue moving up after you shoot. Okay? That's all it is. And if you're having trouble with that because of where you have jump placed on the controller, that's why I have jump and shoot next to each other. That's one of the reasons that I have jump and shoot next to each other, so that I don't accidentally release jump when I'm trying to jump and shoot. So. Alrighty. Like I said, thanks for watching this part of the tutorial, and I will catch you guys for the next, maybe final part next time. Thanks.